asked Brother James, I sent him a text, asked him, or no, actually, he thought a word from the Lord, and he reached out to Dad. That's how it was. And so he has a word from the Lord, and I'm looking forward to hearing what God has laid on his heart, and I'm proud of our college students. Last week, Brother Isaiah did a fantastic job on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, he did.
And Sister Katie gave a wonderful word here back during Christmas break. I believe it was. Time's flying. And a week before here that, we had Brother Hunt. We had a powerful move of the Holy Ghost on Wednesday night. And so tonight, get your Bibles open, be receptive to the Word of God, and allow Brother James to speak to you the Word that God has given to him to deliver us. God bless you, Brother James.
Amen. I'm so thankful to be back here in Glenford tonight, my home church. I missed all of you, and I'm ready to be home for this summer. But God's moving in this place, and I can feel it here. And I just kept going through my mind that there's no better place to be on a Wednesday night. There's no better place to be on a Sunday, or any day of the week, and there's no better time than to be here this evening. I would like to thank my pastor for giving me this opportunity, and I felt God giving me something, and I asked him if I could speak, and if there was any way that I could share this, and he opened that door for me, and I give honor to him.
Yes.
If we can go ahead and open our Bibles to James 4:14. James 4:14. Whereas you do not know what will happen tomorrow, for what is your life? It is even a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanishes away. We all bow our heads. Lord, we ask your blessing on this church tonight. I ask that you move in this place and that you open our eyes again. Amen. You may be seated. Tonight we're going to be talking on the topic of time. Time is the gear that drives all of humanity. It sets in motion your schedule from when you wake up to when you clock in, go to work, eat your lunch, clock out, and go back to bed. It's something we measure to know how long something is taking place. Time is the infinite progression of existence. It will always move forward whether we want it to or not. When you're eating lunch or sharing time with somebody, time will always run out. And you always run out of time. That's what progress does, it goes forward. And do you ever find yourself wishing that there was more hours in the day to get work done, to spend more time with somebody, or maybe more hours to eat food, because that's what I wish it for. My question today is, what is time worth to you? Do you know the value that time has? If I was to use the scale that a vacuum cleaner at Winsfeld does, 5 minutes is worth $2. If I was to give $2 for every 5 minutes of my life would be worth $2,102,400. That's how much my life is worth of time, if that were the scale. If you could buy back time, I would, and I'm sure most of us would. But unfortunately, no amount of money or currency in this universe could buy back time. You can spend all the amount of time in your life doing anything you want, but nothing you could ever do will buy it back. So how do you prevent the wasting of time? First, you must recognize the importance of time to stop wasting it. I am 20 years old, and already in my short life, I have regrets and things that I wish that I had done. I wish that there are people, I wish I could go back and spend more time with some people. I wish I could go back and make things right with some people and make some different life choices. Or there are things that I wish I appreciated more, and it's too late. And that's something that a lot of people spend a lot of time doing, is thinking that it's too late. And we don't have to make the same mistakes anymore. I don't want to think that it's too late anymore. And I don't want to think that God had messed up and I can't do this anymore. It's over. And luckily, that's not how life works. We have the ability to start over every single day. Do you ever want to go back in time? Fix something you messed up, maybe change the past that you took in life, or revisit something. Maybe you want to make some things right with somebody. And we can't do that with everything in our life, but we can do that spiritually.
Right.
God gave us the ability to change our path. We may not be able to go back in time and erase something, but God can forget and forgive our sins.
Yes.
Psalms 90:12. So teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Here in this verse, it tells us that our days are numbered. I was born January 26, 2000. I know what my start date was, but I don't know what my end date was.
Yeah.
I don't know when mine will end, but every single every single person has an end date. That's how life works. So what do you spend your time doing? Are you efficient with your time? Do you spend it with the things that you should be spending it on? And I'm not saying that you should have an assistant to make sure every single second of your day profits and you spend doing something, but we need to be more mindful of the things we are doing with our time. Are you spending that precious time with your family, or are you busy arguing with them and being resentful of somebody? In 1 John, it says, whoever claims to love God but hates his brother is a liar.
Right.
And we need to be connected with our families. Are you spending your time in church?
Right.
We don't have time to get to play church. We don't have time to be skating on the thin line that we do every Sunday. And there will come a time when you look back on your life and you wish that you had spent that time elsewhere.
Yes.
There will be a time when you look back and you will give anything. You'll be lying there and thinking, I could give anything. I would live poor. I would do anything. I would give away all my possessions if I could just relive that. And we're here today and we can do that. There's something I wanted to point out is that when you're on your deathbed, you won't be wishing that you spent more time in the office. You won't be wishing that you spent more times on the factory floor. You won't be wishing that you were wasting it watching TV. You won't wish that you were out in the sun, spending time with your friends, doing meaningful things. You won't be wishing that you made more money, but you'll be wishing that you made things right with your family and that you were serving God. When my life is over, I want to think, wow, I had a really great life. When my life is over, I want to remember that I loved my family and that I spent my time serving God and that I could go peacefully.
Yes.
Matthew 24:35, heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will by no means pass away. But of that day and hour no one knows, not even the angels of all heaven, but my Father only.
That's right.
One day this earth and all that it contains and everything we worked for will be no more.
That's right.
Everything will be gone. The only thing that will stand is our spirits and the Word of God. If God's Word was something you can invest in, everybody would use it for currency. It would be the top stock that everybody invests in because it never, it wouldn't be a good stock. It never wavers. It just dead money. It never and it never loses its value. And when everything passes away, His Word will be forever. Matthew 6:19 says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Amen.
I want my heart to be in heaven, amen?
Amen.
I want to be where God tells me I should invest. I want to lay my treasures in heaven.
Yes.
My treasure is not here on earth where it can be corrupted or it can be stolen. It's up in heaven.
Right.
It was a blessing from God that I woke up this morning and got the ability to live another day.
That's right. Amen.
It's not my time yet, but we should live every day that we are ready to go.
Right.
If I had 24 hours to live, every single second I would spend doing something important. I would call all my friends and my family and tell them how much I love them. I would be getting everything ready, getting my last wishes, and eating one more Champs pizza. I would come to my church and pray, and I would be asking God for forgiveness,
Yes.
and that He would take me to heaven. Being nice to everyone and being so careful that every second I spent was worthwhile and perfect. Maybe we should be like that a little more in our everyday life, thinking that every day could be the last and living it to the fullest. Because nobody knows the day or the hour that God is going to take me.
Yes.
Nobody knows when it's your time. When you have everything in your life in line and you're living the way you should, life becomes a lot better. You can lay your head down to rest knowing that tomorrow is going to be good, that God is with you.
Yes.
Because no matter what, you have God's Spirit in your life. He's living inside of you, and you have that relationship with Him.
Right.
And I'm going to challenge you today, if you want this in your life, there's no better time than now.
That's right.
This is going a lot faster than I was planning for it to. But I would go ahead and give it the word. I'm trying to spend time on the good things. God has given us gifts, that's for every one of us. You don't have to be seasoned churchgoer to receive this. You don't have to have paid $3 every single week to receive the Holy Ghost. God gave this to us so that we could be with Him and have a relationship with Him. It's free. It's for all of us. And if you want this, I want to ask that you all stand today. If you want this thing that He's given all of us, Spirit like to step out in faith. We could all come to the altar tonight.
Amen.
End it.
All you have to do
Well,
is
I'm
reach
gonna get
out
every- go ahead.
and tell them what